Experts say crazed sharks might be consuming cocaine dropped off Florida coast. This is written by Dr. Samantha Rader. The phenomenon of cocaine sharks, quote unquote, is taking the spotlight, potentially providing the narrative for the next sensational marine-based disaster film. Researchers are speculating that sharks, driven by hunger and frenzy, might be consuming packages of mind-altering substances discarded off the coast of Florida. The concept of cocaine sharks, a key feature of Disney's forthcoming Shark Week, investigates whether these marine predators are feasting on pharmaceuticals jettisoned by passing drug traffickers. However, the marine scientists behind the TV program assert that its objectives extends beyond mere sensationalism. Dr. Tracy Fanara, Florida-based environmental engineer and leading member of the research team, told The Guardian, "It's a catchy headline to shed light on a real problem, that everything we use, everything we manufacture, everything we put into our bodies ends up in our wastewater streams and natural water bodies, and these aquatic life we depend on to survive are then exposed to that. Studies have shown that fish are being affected by drugs such as pharmaceuticals, cocaine, methamphetamines, and ketamine. If these cocaine bales are a point source of pollution, it's very plausible sharks can be affected by this chemical. Cocaine is so soluble that any of those packages open just a little, the structural integrity is destroyed and the drug is in the water," Fanara says. The show Cocaine Sharks is anticipated to be a major attraction of Shark Week, Discovery Network's annual popular showcase of the species ranging from great whites, hammerheads, and tiger sharks to the smallest varieties. During their 6-day research expedition in the Florida Keys, an ecological sensitive island chain off the state's southern tip, Fanara and British marine biologist Tom Hurd observed sharks displaying unusual behaviors. A hammerhead, a species that would typically avoid humans, approached the divers directly, moving erratically. They also noticed a sandbar shark swimming in circles, fixated on an imaginary object. The researchers conducted experiments, including dropping dummy bales in the water, which many of the sharks bit into, and loading balls of bait with highly concentrated fish powder to simulate cocaine. The effect, the researchers noted, was similar to the impact of catnip on cats. The Florida Keys were chosen for the research due to the convergence of ocean currents making the region a hotspot for floating cocaine bales. Florida is a major transit point for large quantities of drugs entering the U.S. from South America, and bundles of cocaine wrapped in plastic are often lost at sea or discarded by traffickers being chased by law enforcement. Fanara reveals, while we were in the Keys filming, cocaine bales were washing ashore, like twice in 1 week, so it's really a prevalent issue. However, the actual amount of cocaine ingested by the sharks is difficult to determine based on preliminary experiments. Fanara plans to collaborate with other Florida marine scientists in the coming months to take blood samples from some of the sharks to measure cocaine levels, and she hopes that viewers of cocaine sharks will understand the threat to marine life and the fragile ocean ecosystem from pollutants in the water. It's like a game of Jenga, where we're at the top, she says. We're in the 6th mass extinction, and the more chemicals we introduce, the more radical changes we introduce, the more precarious it gets. These animals are leaving one by one in the integrity of the tower, and the integrity of the tower is depleting, even if we might not feel it right now. At some point, the tower is going to fall, she said. And Shark Week program begins 8 p.m. Sunday on Discovery, cocaine sharks. Let's delve deeper in the topic of marine pollution and its impact on marine life. The issue of marine pollution is a global concern that extends beyond the phenomenon of cocaine sharks. The world's oceans are littered with a variety of pollutants, including plastics, heavy metals, and chemicals, which have a detrimental impact on marine ecosystems. Plastic pollution, one of the most visible forms of marine pollution, Every year, millions of tons of plastic waste up in the oceans, and where they break down into microplastics, and these tiny particles are ingested by marine animals, causing physical harm and introducing toxic chemicals into the food chain. Heavy metals such as mercury, lead, and cadmium, often released from industrial processes, also pose a significant threat to marine life, and these metals can accumulate in the tissues of marine animals, leading to various health problems and even death. Chemical pollutants, including pesticides, pharmaceuticals, and aforementioned illicit drugs, can have a range of harmful effects on marine life. These substances can disrupt the endocrine systems of marine animals, leading to reproductive issues, developmental problems, and other health concerns. In conclusion, the story of the Kincaid shark serves as a stark reminder of broader issue of marine pollution, and as we continue to learn more about the impacts of various pollutants of marine life, it becomes increasingly clear that our actions on land have far-reaching consequences for the health of our oceans. And this is from the Mind Unleashed. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.